Welcome to day 12. Halfway there? Good. I don't even know. Of the Flaviar Whiskies of the Galaxy. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. So I became Captain Kirk. So I see people in chat, so that's nice. Hello. Well, my brains. Five Fingers, hello. Schwelcome. Sugar Kitty, hello. Schwelcome. And Mike Franklin, hello. Schwelcome. I feel so rushed at the moment because I've been trying to do these faster, but I'm fully aware that I have a whole hour this time. Day 12. Day 12. Day 12. Day 12. Where's day 12? 21, 24, 16, 13, 8, 11. That was yesterday. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Got it. Way the heck down there. I wonder if I can see it. Ugh. That song stuck in my head as usual. Uh-oh. Wow. All right. I almost wore a certain shirt today, and I didn't. And I should have. But I didn't. This is more my feeling today. I am the Flaming Skull evil person who wants no one near me and seeks only vengeance on those who have gotten in my way. Sorry. What? Then boot, hello, welcome. All right. Oh, this is what I wanted to do before, and I didn't. The thought crossed my mind, as it does, where it's like, oh, I should do that. And then I immediately go do something else. It's great. What whiskey is it? Question mark. World whiskey, American whiskey, Irish whiskey, and Scotch whiskey. There we go. Place your bets. But I know a little that you don't know. It's a clue. This is why I should have worn that shirt, but I didn't, which is hilarious. But here we go. Oh. What's the percent? 46% for the record. That is dark. It's darker than I anticipated. In the glass, and since we're talking about the color, let's move on to the color, shall we? Oh. Are there only 24 of these? I feel like there are. I know in many others there's been 25, but this is 24, I think. I'll check again later. Oh, my brains. I gotta do the thing. Here we go for the color. And for those who have never been here, what are you doing here? I mean, hello. And also, we are doing a whiskey tasting experience live every day this month up till the 24th, I think. So you'll see a lot of this mustache for the rest of this month. And then I may be doing even more crazy stuff from then on. So, wow, goddamn, this is right about there. This is the darkest one so far? The hell? That is much darker than I've seen recently. So let's go over the notes, or the options here. The appearance. This is deep copper. Look at that. That's crazy. Clarity. Is it clear? Yes. Is it? It is, but it's actually filtering. I can't see the light as clearly through it. That's nuts. I don't see any sediments. Kind of hard to tell. But no, I don't see anything. And if I ever do, I'm going to assume there was something in the glass. The viscosity of the legs, since I know the proof, it is going to be 2. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, those look nice. Very dark. Mama KillCo, hello, welcome. Welcome. Yes, Mama's in a fancy place right now. That is like chestnut roasting on open fire, certainly. All right, get these things out of my face. Mr. Great Shot, you're welcome. Place your bets. You can figure out what this is. Again, all we know is the color so far. All you know is the color so far. Pick a nosing technique. Oh. That was very fruit forward immediately. Oh, but it's musty as well. Dark chocolate. Or cocoa. Cocoa, not dark chocolate. Oh, I gotta maneuver myself around a little. Oof. Ugh, everything hurts. Huh. Slapshot. Welcome. Welcome. It's nice to be on at my usual time. I feel like I've been flubbing things up. I haven't. Because I didn't do a stream, an official stream, a usual time stream, on Wednesday or Friday. So everything feels weird. I'm glad I didn't, because it would have been awful, but... Jim Calavy, Dad, you have the wrong icon, the wrong name. Really? Oh, man, sometimes the moderating thing here gets a little intense. Gets sketchy over the word kill, and unfortunately that's in the word the channel name. Ripes. This does have a malt funk, but it almost seems like a kind of dark chocolate malt. Or a cocoa. What is it called? There's one. Can I find it? I don't think this is what they used, but I know I have it somewhere. Where are you? There you are. First world problems. I can't find where I put all my whiskeys. Dehusked chocolate malt. So there's a chocolate malt out there of some sort. I don't know if that's what they used. I assume it isn't. Excuse me. It's a nice stretching exercise right there. Huh. But it's reminding me of that one. That's also a malted beverage. American single malt, I think. Or not single malt, but American malt. Smells sweet. What kind of sweetness, Brian? Shut up. Make me think of hot chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate notes on this. It's kind of strange. I did not expect that to be happening right now. Cliff is guessing balconies. It is pretty dark, as I said. So far, out of all the other ones that we've done, this is the darkest one I've seen, which is surprising. I'm enjoying it. But as per usual, I'm not getting a whole lot out of it. Or I say that, but I've said it like 3 or 4 things already. The sweetness is what I'm getting stuck on. It's got a Honey Nut Cheerios vibe, but that's not quite it. Oh, ooh, I just had, what did I just have across my brain? It was some kind of heavy grain bread with, I want to say honey on it, but I've never done that. That's not something I do. I don't put honey on my bread. I know some people do. Or maybe it's just kind of the honey wheat bread of some sort. Or honey grain bread. Fairly certain this isn't a wheater. I like the smell. I thought it was a little weird and funky, but now that I've had it in the glass for a minute, it has gotten friendly and sweet. Honey. Any fruit notes? Or flower notes? I mean, floral notes. I got an initial malt funk. Also, hi, Cliff. You're welcome. I don't know if I said that. Gotta keep in mind, though, I get a malt funk off a lot of scotches. But this isn't one of those ones where I don't like it. Like, there's a lot of scotches out there where I go, ugh, bleh. This one, not so much, if it's a scotch. Although, I don't usually scotches that are this dark, so. And if it is this dark, only because they added coloring, and I've found that it's very sad how many scotches add coloring. Nope. It's sweet, and I'm getting some grain notes, and some dark, not dark chocolate, cocoa notes. A hint of lemon zest, perhaps. Or citrus of some sort, at least. I'll stick with lemon. I said that first. Right? I like how I have an Andalusia glass, too. That's hilarious. If it did turn out to be Balcones, we'll find out soon enough. If I can get moving. I've already wasted 12 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I'm still trying to keep this to less than 30 minutes every time. Trying is the word. So, intensity 3, age. I have to at least say moderate. Barrel, my assumption is used oak. Grain, I will assume this is a malt or a blended malt. Because it does not smell like a bourbon. It does not smell like an Irish. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't smell like a bourbon or Irish or rye that I've ever received or drank thus far. I don't get any smoke. Because I can't tell if there's any smoke. Black pepper spice. I want to use some other words there. Clove. There's no specific mint or anise or eucalyptus, which I always put in with rye or high rye. Oh, it turns out, well, I think it was yesterday. One of the recent ones I did was actually a high rye. And I believe it's yesterday. Hey, I have that in front of me. I can check. Oh. No, it doesn't tell me on the thing. I forgot. Anyway, I think the recent one I did had a high rye content, which I didn't know until I checked later. All right. Sweet notes. Chocolate or cocoa. I always get tongue-tied with, not tongue-tied, but I get torn between vanilla or caramel. I really like both of those things. And I often have them together. So. Vanilla. That feels appropriate. So a cocoa and a vanilla note. Cereal, honey. Those are both in there as well. And we move to floral. Again, don't have much experience with flowers, and if I did, something I should think of doing someday, just going into a flower store and put my face in all of them. Be like, what's this called? Smells lovely. Get out. Okay. I do it too. I don't think I wouldn't. Wine. Oh, if there's a sherry influence here, I'm going to be so annoyed. There could be. I still haven't quite picked out what that... If my nose can pick out a sherry, I assume it can't. The couple times I said sherry, there's been sherry influences. And I'm tempted to say it now just because of the sweetness I'm getting from it. And that funk. Again, just a slight little bit. But oftentimes with the scotches or malts that I've encountered, they have a funk to them. And I still have yet to figure out if it's a single malt thing or a sherry influence thing. Because plenty of other sherry influenced stuff I have, I don't really get much on it. I'll have to do an example someday on a stream where it's like, these are the ones that freak me out, because I have a few. Dalmore and Macallan 12. Dalmore 12 and Macallan 12 in particular come to mind. Do not like. I will happily give those away to people. So I'll possible sherry influence. It would also explain some of the color. Maybe. Fruit. That's lemon. A hint of lemon. That's all I could really figure out. There aren't really any dominant fruit notes. This is lemon zest of some sort. There's no sulfur notes. No peat notes. It's very sweet, inviting. That kind of whiskey. Earth. There might be a bit of leather to this. Like one of those big leather chairs, which I wish I had someday. Someday when I can actually have an apartment that isn't a complete disaster. Someday. Dried leaves feels pretty appropriate. And wood. I always seem to say wood. Checking chat. That is a good option, Ma. Think about it. Edredor? Sugar Kitty? Uh-oh. Whoa. I healed too much. I was doing that for too long without thinking. Blech. All right, moving on. This is the fun part. This is the part that everyone seems to enjoy the most. I'm going to have a little water, because I did have some kind of coffee stuff a little over an hour ago. Probably less than that. And I can still tell. Good point, Mr. Great Shot. I don't drink Balcones. It's not really available. And I haven't had that many. Proof is 47, 46. Hold on. 46. 46. So, right down happy place. Not quite 50%. And it's better than 40%. So I'm happy about that. I don't know if we've had any 40%. Maybe one of the Irish ones was 40%. Oh, well, I say one of the. I think there's only been one so far. 40, did I say 46? I don't remember what I just said. I did. Did I? My mind is a very interesting place sometimes. Scott Pigsley, cheers. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, where was I? Oh, I get to drink it now. Huh. It's been a weekend. Ooh. I'm always amazed by whiskey doing certain things unexpectedly, so I put this down for what, a minute? If that. Not even. And then I picked it up again and it was like a whole different thing. Not completely, but other notes became more prominent. This is another thing that happens when I'm doing videos. I will finish the whole nosing experience and then just keep doing this. I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to drink it now. Alright, here we go. Cheers to all of you. Let me know what you're drinking, if anything. I know it's Sunday, so I believe... Is this bourbon night going on tonight? I feel like I should know that. I know last week they didn't. I can't remember anything. I'm assuming they are. If you know, if like you have their thing saved already, let me know. Because I forget. I think it was last week they didn't. And this week they should. But I hadn't checked because I'm just too much of a mess to do anything. Alright, drink the damn thing. Scott Pigsley, thank you. They are good. I figured as much, but like last week they canceled, so blah. I get very distracted. Always. New Riff single barrel store pick. Ooh, give it. Sounds pretty good. Well, first sip, I do enjoy that. You have to do a little more with it to figure out anything else. But again, the whole idea. Yes, Scott Paisley. Yes. It's Bourbon night. We'll be on live after this at 8. So not too much longer. I don't even know who else goes live on Sundays. I know it's Bourbon night, and then I go on at 7. They go on at 8, and then I don't know anything else. I stopped trying to keep track, as many of you may know. All right, hold this on the tongue for a moment. Cocoa notes. Cocoa puffs, almost. It's weird. Very sweet. Much sweeter than I anticipated. Vanilla. Spicy. But it's not... How do I describe this? It's not prickly. It's peppery. Like an actual peppered spice. Or pepper spice. Black pepper spice. There we go. That's the usual suspects indeed, Zenbu. All of them troublemakers, all of them magnificent, glorious human beings. Rich, I need to be careful. Hydration is key. I got my water right there all the time. If I don't, mistakes get made. Live wire is going on later, okay. It's not complicated. Sweet, a little pepper, spice, vanilla, a little bit dry, only a little. Mouth feels pretty good. It's not my favorite. It drinks hotter than it is, as far as on the palate. I don't quite understand that. And not in a bad way, it just feels as if it's a higher proof. It is not. Unless, no, I'm sure it isn't. It'd be a weird thing for them to do. It's 46%. 55%. There. I'm just going to take a sip after a sip after a sip. Just... Enjoyable. Simple. Ooh. A little bit more of the tannins of the oak notes showed up there. And that's what keeps getting my mouth dry. Only a little. And yeah, it's like on the inside of my tongue. That's weird. Like the center area. I don't know. Tongues are weird. Palates are weird. People are weird. Now, moving on. Pilot Phase 2. Flavor. Sweet. I don't think it's salty. The word salty jumped at me, and I don't understand that. Proof 2. Body. Three. Texture. Trying to find a good word for it. How is the texture on this? It's not creamy. It's not watery. I gotta find the in-between there. I've said the tea with milk before. That doesn't quite feel right. but it's not creamy. And none of the other ones really click either. It's getting a little more spicy every time I take a sip, so I think it's accumulating. It's not rich. We have the other option, but of course I haven't written anything in there or edited that in any way, shape, or form. Ugh. So what kind of texture is this? I need to look up a long list of words for textures and see if something pops out one of these days. Just add a whole bunch to them. At some point, I'm actually going to end up making, wrong way, one of these for myself with a little more variety. Because I've done these many, many times, and I've actually started to remember a few of them, believe it or not. So I'll say them before I know I'm going to say them. But that's a good thing. And I have a reference in my mind palace. Cool running. Hey, welcome. Welcome. I'm slouching so bad. Sit up straight, young man. Oof. Cut off the top of my head. There we go. Texture. Texture is throwing me off. Because it's not creamy, it's not watery, it's not that that hot tea with honey or hot tea with milk. Either one of those, it's not. Let me think. All right. Something that just came to mind, which I don't quite agree with, but it's the first thing that came to mind. And it might be because of the sweetness of it as well. Do you know when you go out to a restaurant, like, I'm using that word rather generously. All right, you go to a breakfast place, and they give you that syrup. I was going to say maple syrup. That's not what I mean. When they give you that syrup, and you just squirt it all over your pancakes or your waffle, it's not quite creamy. It's more liquid than syrup. Does that make sense? But it's not as if you were drinking water. All right? But it's similar to that texture. It's not as sweet or anything like that, but it's reminding me of that, and that's what just popped into my head for a moment. So, take that for what you will. The breakfast spot / restaurant that has the so-called I can't say maple syrup you put on pancakes. Not maple syrup, the syrup. It's basically just glorified corn syrup that's basically been watered down, I think. And they add flavoring. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's not the best consistency, but it's a little more interesting. Yeah, breakfast syrup. There you go. There's one way of putting it nicely. Something like that. Again, it's not creamy, and it's not watery, but I'm trying to find an in-between, and that's the first thing that came to mind. Once I thought about it for 5 minutes. Anyway, moving on. Balance. Does any element dominate? Well, yes. Now I just have that syrup note in my head. I'm actually getting the taste of it on here. It's weird. It is very sweet, so that's probably another thing that's getting involved. I was about to say the spicy notes are prevalent. They seem to be the thing that's lasting the longest, and they're not aggressive. They're just there. All right. So the thought that just came to mind again, there's a lot of mixed feelings. I might just be hungry. But I thought of pumpkin or seasonal pancakes with this syrup on top. Blech. And not at a fancy place. Like, they're seasonal pancakes because they're seasonal pancakes. And I don't want to say pumpkin spice, considering the time of year, but something like that. Eggnog, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. I'm getting a lot of weird images and thoughts in my brain at the moment. I do like eggnog, by the way. I know some of you will hate that. But if you also like eggnog, well, our palates line up pretty well. I don't drink it very often, but only this time of year it seems to show up. I don't know why. No, I'm kidding. This is the only time I can get it, so I like it well enough. And again, I don't know why. I think it's something I've just had since I was a kid. And it's sweet and it's creamy. And I don't mind the taste of eggs, like unlike some people. Rex. Finish is actually, I want to say long, honestly. It's still going. It's not fading just yet. It's still there. I'm waiting for it to go away. Waiting for it to go away. Go away, go away. Go away. Away! Okay, now it's finally started to fade out entirely. So long finish with this one. Complexity 2. I don't find this overly complicated, but it is giving me a whole lot of variety as far as what the heck I'm dealing with here. And this is the question I used to ask myself often when I did my videos. Do I like it, yes or no? I do like it. However, the problem that happens as a whiskey person, god damn it, did that make a noise? Oh, okay, that gave me a clue as to what's going on. And that its Bourbonite is doing Master's Keep, I think. Wild turkey stuff. Give it to me. Never had it, probably never will. Complexity 2. And do I like it? Yes. But is it something I would grab on purpose? Not really. It's interesting and I'm enjoying it. But if I had a bottle of it, I wouldn't grab for it very often. That tends to be my reasoning, or my reason for whiskey is often trying to find those ones that I grab at, the ones I'm going for. Most of them are over here, if you couldn't tell, except for that box. But a lot of these are the type of whiskeys I enjoy, and often, you know, they're within arm's reach for a reason. The rest of them are behind me. Not because I don't like them. It's just my default tends to be bourbon these days, and most of that is since there's a lot of it. It's more affordable, so I can actually get it. And in general, I think that's where my whiskey journey has taken me. Because I started with Scotch, if you did not know. I started getting into whiskey via Scotch. I got into Irish and Japanese for a while, and then I started going into bourbons. And I've just kind of sat there for a while. It could change any day now. I don't think it will, but it could. So moving on. That part is complete. And now... Oh, wait, there we go. I will close the poll. Thank you all for those who participated. I appreciate it. I hope you have fun with it. It's the reason I do it, because I think it's a fun idea. Since I know something about this whiskey you do not, it's fun to figure it out together. For the rest of it, I still have no idea what whiskey is, officially. But we have many of you guessing with the American, World, Irish, Scotch, 9% Scotch. All right. Ending the poll. And again, that color is very, distracting. It looks like it's a Texas whiskey. It looks like it's a bourbon. My eyes. It does not smell like it's a bourbon. It definitely doesn't remind me of an Irish whiskey. Certainly not. I have yet to see an Irish whiskey that dark. I'm sure they exist somewhere, but I have not seen them. All right. Got 11 votes. Thank you all who voted. Appreciate it. As I just said, I think. Wow. All right. So, going on to next phase. Find out what it is together. Let's do 11. Book. Those of you who haven't been following along, this is the book. It tells me everything. Everything I need to know, at least. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Scanner-majigger. Where are you? Scanner-majigger. It's on my phone. Makes it very interesting. Whoop. Okay. And work. All right, here we go. Make sure I can see chat. Here we go. Rocket Review, hello. Welcome. You're just in time. We're about to find out what this whiskey is. I'll show you what it is real quick. It looks like that. It's 46%. We've gone all over the tasting notes thus far. The vote is right there if you didn't see it. So the vote was American, or the vote, what people think it is, American 45%, 27% think it's world whiskey, 18% thinks it's Irish whiskey, which is crazy considering the color, and 9% think it's Scotch. Good times. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Well then. Hold on. Someone said something earlier. I'll see if I can scroll back and find it. Oh my god, there's so many talking. Trying to find what was said, because it might have been what it was. Oh man, my brain does not process this stuff very well. Alright, okay. Sorry. I'm back. Just wanted to go verify something. You know, I'm going to scan this on my phone and show that to you because it just reads better. If my phone and the scanner want to cooperate, that is, which they never do. Because the life is pain. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this down because it never works well when I'm holding it. The fun part about this is my phone camera decides to just fade in and out over and over again. And I've yet to find an easy way for this to work. And I'm doing this for you. I suffer for you, the viewer. Because I can look at this piece of paper in my freaking hand here. This booklet. And it would be just fine. Why? I can't. Why? Alright. I want this to work. It has to work. It's drunk, just like my webcam. Like it just fades in and out, and as soon as I get this too close, there's a shadow, which doesn't help, for the record. All right. Well, I'll show you what it is. So at least the anticipation for that is gone. It probably does, but I don't trust flashlights on my phone. I'll blind myself. Here we go. This is what it is. Glenallachie 15. Scotch single malt, 46%. And as you can see, all the notes are there, but they're all spaced out and annoying to try to read like this. Dates and walnuts. And plus, on my phone, there's a little more info about it. Surprise, it's a Scotch. Does it look like it has coloring? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Does it though? I have no idea. It's right there. Why do you have to make my life so my life is difficult enough? Camera, phone. Why? What is the dilemma? Why are you all fuzzy? It's like it's blacking out. That's what it's doing. It's going, no, I can't, but this is the worst one so far. If you want to watch me struggle with my phone, tune in yesterday. It's right there. What's really annoying is when it focuses just fine and then doesn't do anything. Alright, we're going to default to what I did yesterday. I hate my phone sometimes. I know it's not the phone's fault. It's the lighting or something. But oh my god. I am one of those people who all I ask of anything is for it to just work as intended. That's not a lot to ask. Things work as intended. I'm happy. The moment they don't, I get so annoyed and so irritable so fast. And I don't want to. It's just once it just makes me nuts. Now I'm reading chat now. Glenallachie 50. Yeah, I was surprised. I don't think I've had any Glenallachie that I remember, so I might have, and then I would have forgotten easily. Pinch hitter, hello. Schwelcome. And Rocket, did I say Schwelcome to you? Because Schwelcome. The word of the... I don't even know why I say that, but I do. Oh, good. Convenient. So yesterday was good. I found out about yesterday's, and I know I can get it nearby, but I also know it's expensive. So let's go to... Excuse me. How do you even spell this? Glen. I know the feeling. Rock good. Glenallachie. Achie. This is thrilling content. 15. Search. Now. 18, 9 year, 9 year. 11, 12. There are a lot of these apparently. Let's see, what is it, 36? Holy shit. Type of the word year. I'm on Flaviar now, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. And it was actually up since yesterday. I didn't close the tab or anything on my phone because I never do. There we go. Good God. I'm going to figure out what the hell is up with the scanner because sometimes it works, sometimes it just hates me so much. And that's what it was doing today. So here we go. Son of a bitch. Whoa. There we are. Glenallachie 15-year add to cart. Not sponsored, by the way. Look what they did with the barrels behind the bottle of Glenallachie. It's all like drunk or water or whatever. It's hard to look at. It hurts my eyes. 8.3 out of 10 stars. $101.99. Whoa. All right. Good to know. Ugh. Their tasting spiral note thing. Focus, you son of a... See, my webcam and my camera on my phone are in cahoots. Raisins, banana, ginger, butterscotch, dates, orange peel, walnuts, dark chocolate, and coffee. I don't remember what I said. I think I said lemon. I know I said chocolate, but it was a cocoa, although it did say dark chocolate first. It seemed more like a cocoa. Could throw in the coffee there. I thought banana for a moment, but then I thought I was losing my mind because I get banana prominently on Jack Daniels. So I didn't say it. No one's going to believe me. No, it's fine. I don't quite know what dates smell like. I've had one before. Butterscotch? Butterscotch is something I often get on bourbons. I do not get that on here. It's good, though. Again, not one I would grab on purpose. Really, that's it? Oh, good. I always see that. So we have an about section here. We're about to be read. Oh, trim the trees then, dude. Have fun. Trying to catch up with chat. Typically carries the 10 CS and 12. She also may have the 15. Good to know. There we go. Man, the bot is out tonight. It's like, what are you doing? You said something that was almost a bad thing. 15 over the summer. Shit is bananas, yes. It does kind of a coffee ground, really. Now I've looked over the notes and have an idea, but it's not a typical coffee taste or smell that I'm used to. It's not what I would say coffee is. Because I make good coffee. I'm kidding. No, I don't. So the about section about Glenallachie 15. Really hardcore? Hardcore work dedication resulting in a worthy core range edition. Purchased, sold, mothballed, and opened again 4 times. It's been a pretty rocky ride for the 1967 opened the Glenallachie distillery. That's what it says. I'm reading it. But it was always meant to be. In 2017, master distiller Billy Walker and partner merged their underutilized distiller germ with a few other whiskey brands to form the Glenallachie Distillers Company Limited. With a new wind in their sails, Walker & Co. dished out a new core range of 4 single malt whiskeys in the Speyside style. A 2019 edition on the Glenallachie core range, this 15-year-old single malt has been worked on and perfected by master distiller Billy Walker since day one. That's what we call dedication. There's an exclamation point. The whiskey was treated to a finished period in a combination of Pedro Menace and Oloroso sherry, punch chins, and hogshead. Sherry influence, still a random guess. Don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to wine influences or anything else. To retain this rich, full flavor, it was bottled at cask strength at 46% ABV. Praised as the jewel in their crown, Walker describes this expression as having an exceptional balance of the distillery spirit and influence of the sherry cask used during maturation. We couldn't agree more. Words. Constantly stock it. It's quite possible she does have it. All right. I mean, I'm not looking to buy it. As I said, it's good, but it's nothing that I'd grab for. But if pinch hitter wants one, you know where to get it. Ow. Unless you can already get them. 12 days, but you finally got a Scotch. Hopefully it's not the only one. That's true. Here's the thing. I was saying earlier how I should have worn a different shirt. I thought about wearing my shirt that says, I'm here for the Scotch, and I didn't. I should have, but instead, this is more how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a skull full of flames and scary and wanting to revenge people. Whiskey Mountains. You popping on the Scotch today? Yep. Go watch all the rest, young lady. No, you don't have to. I mean, don't. Just, I can tell you what they are. I actually have to add the addendums to the videos I've done recently because I want to show what whiskeys they were so people don't have to think too much about it. The mystery is up until the video, and then after the fact, I want to have it so people can watch the video and see what I thought about the whiskey before I knew what it was. I think that made sense. Details. Category Scotch. Country Scotland. Region Speyside. Distillery the Glenallachie. Age 15 years old. Style single malt Scotch whiskey. Alcohol 46%. Tasting notes. Color. Appearance. Deep auburn. The nose rich with raisins, dates, butterscotch, and sweet spices. The palate an assortment of sweet spices, raisins, ginger, and butterscotch develop to banana, orange peel, walnut, and dark chocolate. I still don't quite know why I thought banana for a moment. Didn't say it, because that's not what I thought I got. Dry finish with coffee, Turkish Delight, and tobacco. I don't even know what Turkish Delight tastes like. Although I can understand the tobacco note. Because I got, cocoa. For whatever reason. I don't know. My palate is what it is. I hate saying it is what it is, but it is. So there. Well, there you go. A Scotch at long last, only after 12 days. It's nice. Yeah, as I said, it's enjoyable. I'm still wondering about the whole adding flavor. It wasn't a bottle. It wasn't a barrel for 15 years. However, considering, I don't know if 15 years in a barrel in Scotland would do that. I'm suspicious. I have no idea, of course, but I'm suspicious. I've seen too many scotches that add coloring these days. Flavoring, wow, that'd be disastrous. Ugh. Everything hurts. All right, did I mark that off? I did. Hello. Pfft. What are you doing there? There we go. 12. Done. I was about to check how many more days there are left, and I believe there are 12 more. Ow. Come here, you. Oh. I don't want to accidentally look at something. 8. All right. 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I got really sketched out once I got near there. So it looks like we're about halfway through. I don't think there's a 25th. I'm almost certain there isn't. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to do on Christmas. Probably just not do anything because I'll need the break. We'll see. The sherry will add color. All right, Cliff. Good to know. Ugh. I do like it. I'm happy to have a Scotch finally. All the other ones have been so random and chaotic. And if I didn't have the clue that I did have, and if you haven't been here for some of them, the only thing I know when I get one of these vials is it says product of. For this one, it says Scotch whiskey, product of Scotland, because I guess it has to say that. And then underneath it says 46%. So it gives a general idea of where it's from, usually, which is a pretty big giveaway, unfortunately. I know if you go back and watch this first or second day, that didn't even click. I think it's bottled in Texas or something, so I had absolutely no idea what the hell it was. But a lot of these, they'll say where they're from. Like a lot of them recently have been bottled or product of the USA or Ireland, or some of them are really out there. Like, what was it, day 4 or 3? Completely different country. Was it Israel? Somewhere far away that I had no idea even made whiskey. Learning new things about whiskey, to say the least. What was the other one? Taiwanese? It wasn't Kabbalan? Surprise? I thought it was, because that's the only one I knew from there. Well, this has been lovely. I have enjoyed this as always. I hope all of you did too. Again, tune in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the bell. Like for this month, I'm actually saying click the bell because I will be going on every day for the next 12 days drinking whiskey, which is not a bad thing. It's a good problem to have. But time-wise, I am trying not to get in anyone else's way. Not that it would really matter. Again, the whole live stream for this month are meant to be fairly brief. This is my usual streaming time, 7 to 8. That's what I've been doing for a little while. It works for me. I was so glad I didn't go on at 6 today. Good God. I haven't done that in a while. We're going to stick with that since I need to have a little more condensed stuff. Milk and honey, that's right. Israel. And Omar from Taiwan. Those are both very interesting. I like those. Oh, and there's an Australian one. I forgot about that. The Australian one was pretty neat too. I don't remember what it was, but I can always go check. I feel like I should stop right here because that's what I'm trying to do. 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'm now at 53. But that's okay. For today, that's okay. It's okay. Well, what the heck? Rocket. See, everyone subscribe to everyone. Go ahead. Subscribe. Oh. This is nice. This is a nice scotch. But even at 15, I don't know if I'd buy a bottle. I need more high-proof scotch. That's what I need. I'm very happy with high-proof scotch. Starward, that's right. Twofold. Thank you, Jim. It does give you like a leathery coffee vibe on the finish. I don't dislike it, but I have such a goddamn sweet tooth. The sweet is what's keeping me with it, but a lot of the rest of it I could, give or take, pass if I wanted to. If we're 15 year, I'd expect more. But, as with everything, it's a palate thing. It's your palate versus that beverage. And in my case, anyway, this isn't really cutting it. I like it, but I wouldn't buy a bottle, mostly because it's $107. That doesn't help. That's always a step away. It's like, wow, do I like scotch? Yes. Do I like paying rent this month? Yes, I do. So no, none of that. Ugh. Oh, Rocket, I knew. Don't you worry. How dare you, sir? Yes. I've said before, I don't subscribe to everyone on my actual account, my whiskey, KillCo Whiskey Musings account, because I can't be bombarded by stuff all the time, and with all the channels there are, I just can't. I'm not gonna. I do have an alternate account, which I subscribe to everyone I know of, as best I can, and check that every once in a while to see how people are doing. But I quickly found out early on that if I try to subscribe to every single person and keep up with every single thing they're doing, I will lose my mind. So, scaled back. There's a handful of channels I watch on here. I try to promote everyone on my channel. I think I still have that up. So it should be anyone I know should be promoted on there. I'm going to double check that. But I think most of the core channels, and especially channels I've met in person, I try to promote. Promote as if I'm promoting anyone. Ha! Glenallachie 10 cast strength. Ooh. That'd be cool, Jim. Or we could all just go to Irene's again and try everything she has. Irene, I need you to give me a high-proof scotch. Come on. Irene's been doing stuff too. If you don't know, what is it? Whiskey Mentors on Instagram. If you're here now and you like doing this Advent stuff, Irene Tan has her own Instagram. Very important because she gets amazing stuff all the time. Barrel picks and such of hers are, whoa. I have this one right here. I might pour some of it later. A 3-quart option called Butterscotch Sundae. I might pour a little of that. As you can see, I put a dent in it. And it's what, 50, blah, blah, 57.3, so she doesn't mess around. I haven't had a Scotch pick from her. I don't know if she has many of those at all. She's got to have at least one. But check her out. She's doing her own Advent calendar thing, and I believe it's just a bunch of her barrel picks, like ones she's picked. And here's the important part for most of you. Sugar Kitty, I'm looking at you. She has a black cat, and her black cat will just sit there staring when she does her reviews lately. It's hilarious, and I love it. I haven't watched them all. I may go back and see which ones she's done, because a lot of it is just, I don't think I have them. Like if she did the 3-chord, oh man, I'm going to watch that one. I'm also waiting on a few of her other picks to come out, hopefully next year, and I keep you posted. And if you're ever in the New England area, we can do a mini meetup, a KillCo mini meetup. Those are fun. We all just kind of, crash at Irene's store and have a bunch of samples and maybe have some food. It's lovely. Might be a thing in the future. Who knows? I'm not one to be organized by anything. Whiskey Mountains, don't feel guilty. I will feel guilty for both of us. So you don't do that. Yes, we only have so much time, and a big factor in my own pick and choose bit was I have to focus on my own channel, and if I'm focusing on what everyone else is doing, I'm not doing what is good for me. And it stresses me out. Again, there's a lot of times when people do the pub-style whiskey events, and there's a whole bunch of people on the screen, and it just... I just get twitchy about it. I don't quite understand why. It's an anxiety thing. It makes no sense at all. I'm fairly familiar with most of the people who are on the screen, but it just tweaks me out. It just I'm triggered, I guess, by that. So very, very few times you will see me on screen with a bunch of other faces. And if you do, I probably will be muted almost the entire time because I hate talking over people. And with that many people, I'm not even going to try. I can't. I don't even understand it, but it's just how I am. And I have to kind of cope with it. Happy to be in chat, but once there are too many faces on screen, I skedaddle in all likelihood. Unless I'm participating, and even then... Oh, she did. What do you know? That's hilarious. I'm going to have to look that up. Thank you, Jim. Or pinch hitter. I keep saying that. We are coming to the end of our hour together. I hope you all have a good week. I will very likely try to do a stream on Wednesday at 8. I think. Yes. I'll let you know if that changes. I may just do it early. I don't know. I'm undecided. This month has been a little more hectic for the streams, if you haven't noticed. I'm sure you haven't. I mean, you have. I'm sure you have. But, with that said, head over to It's Bourbon Night. Check out Livewire Whiskey. Who else is going live? Check out Rocket Review, clearly. I know he did a stream earlier today. I was barely conscious when I noticed that. I wasn't able to attend. But he's doing whiskey stuff too, every day, like a madman. And with that, I'm just waiting for the clock at this point. Blech. There we go. I will see you on It's Bourbon Night's channel. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Oh, and I will see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.